Me and Stan just fucked up AT&T. Splash Bros with it, we just made 3 apiece. Send the spirit to the air like a B&B. And if the head right, I'll put her in some DNG. Bitch saw me one time and was on board.
What's up, y'all? My name is Pyramids, and today I'm going to be doing the Las Vegas Raiders record prediction for the 2022-23 season. So yeah, let's get into this shit. Alright, so for week 1 against Los Angeles Chargers, I actually think we're probably going to get blown the fuck out just on the basis that it's like a new scheme. Josh McDaniels' little check down runs won't work, and the Los Angeles Chargers secondary is good enough to keep up with all of our like best receivers. So I could honestly see Derwin James clamping up Darren Waller. I could see fucking J.C. Jackson maybe putting skates on Devontae Adams. It's kind of hard to tell. And I think Chris Harris is a good cornerback, and you think he's good enough to at least like keep Hunter Renfrow on the rope. So I actually have us getting blown out in a loss, 41-24, to put us down 0-1 on the season. But in the next game against Arizona, I think we walk into our own house, and I think we make a statement against Arizona, and we actually blow them out and Kyler Murray. I think Arizona will be a decent enough team. I think they're wild card contenders, but I don't think they'll be good enough to keep all of our offensive weapons on skates, or on clamps rather. And even if they are good enough, like we still have Josh Jacobs in the backfield, and like their front seven isn't the best. They have Isaiah Simmons. They're still a good team though. I think they're playoff contenders, but I actually have us beating them 30-17 to go 1-1. Not that anybody even gives a fuck. So for week 3, the boys are in Tennessee. Will Compton will probably be attendance, and we'll be going up against, famous shoplifter Mike Vrabel and the team of demons, Derrick Henry and fucking Derrick Henry. I actually have us squeaking out a close win. I don't think our run defense is good enough to really contain Henry. I still think he's going to have 100 yards on us, but I do have us winning 24-21 to go 2-1 on the season. Once again, not like anybody gives a fuck. You guys are just watching this a pastime. So for week 4 against the famous corn eater Russell Wilson, I do actually have us winning that 30-24 in a somewhat close game. I don't really have an opinion on the Denver Broncos. They're not really a threat to me, but Russell Wilson's a cool dude, I guess. Who fucking cares? None of you give a fuck. And for week 5 at Kansas City, I do have us losing that game in a close game. I think people aren't giving KC enough respect. I do think they'll be at least wild card contenders. So I have us losing 35-31 to drop our record to 3-2. Once again, nobody that's watching this video even fucking cares. And for week 6, it's a bye week. So, just sit here and talk about stuff for a while. It's pretty warm out, which is cool. Sun's setting way too early. I'm tired of this Canadian snow, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, after the week 7 in LV against Houston, I have us blowing them out 40-20, 4-2 record. And for week 8 in New Orleans, I have us coming out with a close win. Probably a last-second field goal by Daniel Carlson or some bullshit, because check down Carr can only get you inside field goal range. That man in the end zone is a shitter. So I have us going 27-26 in there to make our record 5-2 on the season. And then for week 9, we're going to waltz up into Jacksonville, get the team bus tires stolen is what it is, who I smoke. And we're going to squeak out another last-second W against Jacksonville, because even though Jacksonville, on paper, not a great team, the Raiders I've always been dog shit in trap games, so we're just going to assume that this game's going to come down to a fucking nail-biter, because that's what we always do. Check down McDaniels, probably got Carr 100 yards, and fucking old running back by community, by committee, not community, probably has about, I'd say 60 yards. So I say we got a 31-30 W. I think Hunter Renfrow will get a punt return touchdown. 6-2 on the season. Nobody fucking cares. People always ask me, yo, Pyramids, what do you think about this Indianapolis Colts team? And to that I say, I think we're going to fucking lose to them, because we always seem to lose games that we should win on paper. But, in fairness, Indianapolis, underrated team. So I got us losing 30-24, dropping our record to 6-3 on the season. Remember how I said that Denver wasn't a threat? Well, I'm a fucking idiot. For week 11, I have us losing 24-20 in Denver, dropping our record to 6-4 on the season. And this is about the time and season where I'd start having a shit fit that we're about to collapse. But hey, is what it is. You'll just have to wait and stay tuned for what I think our final record will be. Will we collapse? Who fucking knows? Subscribe. And for week 12, I have us going into Seattle and taking a W, probably blowing them out. I have the score being 31-17 to bring our record to 7-4. And but I think DK Metcalf might have a game. He's due for one. Week 13 against the LA Chargers. Well, mark that date on your calendar, boys, because in my books we have a nail biter. This is certified from me, all right? For week 13, I have us squeaking out a W against LA in Vegas, 41-35. Last second touchdown by Derek Carr to Davante Adams, bringing our record to 8-4. Nobody fucking cares. If you're a Chargers fan, dislike this video. Fuck you. I took your mom out on a date. When we talk about frauds, you could probably put Sean McVay up there as one of the greatest frauds of all time. He bluffed his way into a Super Bowl win because he paid the refs to make the Bengals win against Kansas City because he was scared shitless to play Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes walked into that Super Bowl last year, probably would have walked out with another Kansas City Super Bowl W and another trophy to start matching the Raiders. And, well, there'd finally be a threat in the AFC West. Now for the record prediction. Las Vegas is going to walk into LA Rams' house and win that game 35-24 to make our record 9-4 because we're just about that fucking action. Remember how I was talking about frauds? Well, you could also put Bill Belichick on that list of greatest frauds of all time because 1, he was lifted by Tom Brady, and 2, he had to deflate balls to win games, which is why we're going to lose in New England. 30-17, dropping our record to 9-5 because we are dog shit, and I'll probably be throwing my headphones or whatever the fuck I'm watching this game on and break my TV or what have you because we should not lose this game, but we will. Famous titty lover Mitchell Trubisky in Week 16 against the Las Vegas Raiders at Pittsburgh will have a game. He'll probably throw for, I'd say, 150 yards and, 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown as the Raiders win it 28-14, making our record 10-5. Well, Week 17, you guessed it, we're playing the San Francisco 49ers. I don't give a fuck what the score is. Don't care to predict it. We're winning that shit 11-5. That's our record. And, well, you made it this far, and for Week 17, I have us... Week 18, I have us winning in a high-scoring game of the year. Playoffs on the line for Kansas City. We win that game. We go in. KC stays out. We probably would have went in anyway, but fuck Kansas City, so whatever. Win 45-41. And, well, I have our final record being 12-5, and I know some of you little nerd Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, whatever the fuck kind of fan you are probably sitting there. Well, actually, your defense is fucking terrible. And even though you added Davante Adams, you have the 4th worst QB in the AFC West. So shut the fuck up for a minute and let me explain myself because you're a fucking idiot who doesn't know ball. Number 1. All of you overrate the gap between the top 11, 12 quarterbacks in the league. Derek Carr is closer to being Aaron Rodgers than he is to being Sam Darnold, and that is a fucking fact. The fact that you sit here and try to tilt me and piss me off by saying, well, you actually have the 4th best QB in the AFC West, doesn't mean shit to me because Derek Carr can still sling it, can still win the Raiders games. That's facts. Shouldn't have made the playoffs last year, and you can bring up his sorry little stat line, but without his leadership, we're folding, we're not going anywhere. Number 2, on the defensive side of the ball, well, you might be right. Our linebackers, not that great. But the linebackers we do have play a very specific role. Number 1, Denzel Perryman, great in run stopping, great tackle linebacker, and Jayon Brown is great in coverage. Divine Diablo could have a breakout year, but whatever the fuck. Number 2, our secondary, got Nate Hobbs and whatever the fuck. He's looking like a stud. He's been clamping Davante Adams in training camp, so take that as you will. We're probably going to shut you bitches down. Trayvon Marie is going to have a breakout year. He would have had 6-7 interceptions if he didn't have bricks for hands, and that's probably Pro Bowl level because that's how you idiots vote. And who was the other corner? Oh, yeah, Rocky Sin is very sticky in man coverage, so yeah, fuck off.